Hey there, I am back with another video. Now, it's dark right now, but pretty soon I'm going to be showing you some of the arts and craft projects that I'm working on and, well, actually completed. And then also, I was going through some of my arts and craft drawers, which need to be reorganized because, sometimes I'll ruffle through them and then I don't put everything back the way it's supposed to. And generally I do, but I guess it's just I kind of got a little bit overwhelmed in a few minutes ago. So I'm going to have to put everything back the way it's supposed to be. But anyway, so I was trying to think of, you know, something other than the same old drama that I'm really tired of thinking about. So I thought maybe I would do a video because I feel like talking, but I don't really want to talk about that. Kind of sad, isn't it? It's kind of pathetic, really. But whatever. Anyway, so let's do. I just recently made a keychain because I guess the keychain that I had before just broke. So I really like felt a lot, and I made this one right here. And I made it out of, of course, felt. And I collect buttons. I love buttons, right? Like I actually have jars of buttons. And then if I have a garment that I really, really like and I don't want to throw away the buttons, I'll take the buttons off and then I'll throw the garment away or whatever. But I usually save buttons, especially if I think they're pretty. I like this one, the blue, and I have these ladybug buttons and I decided to just make a quick keychain. Very cute. Okay, so and then I this barrette right here, I'll probably add I need to snip the thread off of that and then add a button in the middle of that. Now, I remember for a while, I think it was 2020. Yeah, it was 2020. It was like during the COVID thing. Hang on. Once again, I have to adjust the air conditioning in here. It's like super hot all of a sudden. Okay, so anyway, during COVID or whatever, I decided to make some dolls, right? I don't know if you guys, because I only have like 600 subscribers or so, something like that. And I know that I've had my channel since like 2015, and I do recall making like some crafts and uploading them on like a website, trying to like make some money. Because like I said, I really am not the kind of person that wants a handout. Okay, and I know some of the art that I was trying to sell was not the greatest. Okay, but I will say that overall, like when it comes to felt items, I actually make pretty good stuff. Like, cute, basic type stuff. I have seen people do like, better type art. But when it comes to art, of all the art that I can make with my hand, I would say that my felt is the best. I used to make like little cash pouches and stuff like that. I haven't made any of those in a while. And those have like zippers and lining in it and stuff like that. And then I made wallets in the past. And pretty much now I don't really use a lot of the felt that I have right now. And I want to get back into making felt crafts, right? And I know this is something they were trying to bully out of me. They're so evil, I swear. But anyway, like I said, I like making kid stuff. I do. I like making, barrettes for girls' hair. This is a barrette right here that I made. I think I might have put this on my Facebook page at one time. But I actually purchased these clasps at, like, the dollar store. And then I create felt, right? Felt barrettes. And I use, like, gems that I get at the dollar store. Now, I usually buy gems anytime I find them, and of course I collect them. And I have these right here in this little container that I got at the dollar store. These right here, these little butterflies, I've had these in my container since I would say 2012. So some of this stuff, it's like I think I can't get rid of it. And I remember talking to somebody at the library about donating some of this stuff that I have. But I have like other stuff. Here's all like the eyeballs and stuff, and then beads that I have. And here's some of those cute little crescent moons that I was talking about. So yeah, I like to collect gems. And then I also have, things to make earrings. Here's some of my beads for that. And then, of course, you have tools that you have to use, to cut wires and stuff like that. I actually like this kit that I got. It's got, like, pliers and things to actually wrap the wires in and stuff. And yes, this is one of the dolls that I made. I didn't sell her, but I did make a doll, and then somebody purchased one of my dolls on the website. I think it's like my only customer that I had. I don't know when I ended up going back to work, but eventually I did get another job, but yeah, I did try to sell handcrafted items in order to get by. And like I said, I'm somebody who does not, look for handouts. I at least try to do something, you know what I mean? And whatever. But anyway, here's another doll I made. She's cute, huh? Yeah. All right, so let me look at this drawer. Now, I buy a lot of keychains. I have this one, and keychains and pens, and I keep them in plastic bags to keep them separated. See, I use this little keychain for my car keys. Well, I don't have car keys, but my car keys for my keys for my apartment. Okay, so yeah, you can get keychains sometimes. I noticed at the Dollar Tree, and I actually ended up getting these at the Dollar Tree. I think I might have bought 2 packs of them, and then just kind of put them here in this plastic bag. But yeah, I got these exactly. That's exactly where I got them, at the Dollar Tree. And then I got these right here because I like brooches, and I purchased these, I would say probably back in 2015, somewhere around there, to make brooches. And I can make brooches out of the gems or the beads or whatever. So yeah, I try to keep myself busy with arts and crafts so I don't, feel so bored, I also got into clay. I did make this cat, right? Let me show you this cat that I made. Isn't he cute? Look at him. And I tried to get a little paws and stuff just right, but yeah, I do my best. I do everything I can to try to keep myself entertained. I do things to not let my depression get the best of me, but sometimes it does. I'm not perfect, but yeah, I struggle with. Oh, wait a second. Now, here's a couple of my felt things that I put in this bag. Let's see here. Oh, okay. Now, I made this blue kitty cat, and it looks kind of weird. Look at the face. But I was thinking about adding a magnet to the back of it and putting on the refrigerator. It's pretty cute. I like the little daisies that I put on it. I made the eyeballs out of buttons. And this owl. Oh, that's cute too. Let's see. This is a keychain. I put little mushrooms on the bottom of it, and then moons, and then little stars on it, and of course the little eyeballs. I don't know if you can see this or not, but I meant to make this more pronounced, but it was the paint. I tried to paint on felt, and what this is okay, it's water and a dolphin coming out of the water, headed towards the sun. That was what it was supposed to look like. I don't think it turned out very, very good, but this is what I made, and I think I made it no, there's nothing on the back. I can glue a magnet on it if I want to, and I can make it into a refrigerator magnet. So, I don't know why I put these in here. I probably posted them online for sale or something. I don't know, but I've never tried to beg for money or do something. I've always tried to earn something, I try to anyway. Oh, that girl, my son had a friend named Sunny, and I remember her giving me these because she knew I loved cute stuff, right? She gave me these things. She's gone now, but I remember she gave me these right here, and I've been wanting to do some arts and craft projects with them, but I have not yet done them. Look at these cute little stars with the little faces. They're so cute. And see, I could make barrettes with those. These right here, if I wouldn't wear them for myself, but see, that's just I'm not around kids, you know what I mean? And I feel as though my family turned against me, and, they never let me get close to my niece. I used to be really close to my niece when she was really little. She was I wish that she was my daughter, okay? And, when she got older, I guess she was brainwashed by the Mormon church and started treating me like I didn't exist anymore, right? And so when she had kids, I wasn't even supposed to be around them or anything. They just did some really messed up things to me, okay? So I don't have girls in my family to where I could make stuff for them, but that's really tore my heart up. You know what I mean? But whatever, I guess you can expect that from people. Anyway, and I thought this was cute too. The little rainbow. I think I just noticed that. It looks like he's winking. Oh, I just noticed that. He is. How cute. Okay, and then she also gave me these right here. So I'm going to figure out something to do with these. And the little avocado which I think is adorable. And I know people think I'm a nerd. I know they do. But you know what? Oh well. Oh well, if I am, you know, I have to do something. Otherwise, I'll go crazy. And I'm really not into how people, I don't really care what people think at this point. I'm somebody who's trying to survive and not lose my sanity. Oh, you know, it looks like I found some clay, too. Here's some extra clay that I got. I haven't done anything with it. And the reason why is because the clay that I use to make the cat is different. You actually have to put it in the oven, right? And this kind, I'm not used to it. It's the kind that you could mold it into something and then mold it into something again and again and again. It's reusable instead of like, you know, having it solidify, get hard, and you could just like paint it. This is different. And I didn't realize I picked up this kind until I got home and started working with it. So now I'm stuck with it. But it didn't cost me very much. I actually got this at the Dollar General. And so hopefully maybe I might give this away. I had spoken about donating some of this stuff to like the library or whatever. I collect cords too. Like, you know, I collect old shoelaces, cords and stuff because I eventually plan on using them for arts and crafts, you know. But oh yeah, these face molds. See, now I got these face molds, right? I used to make dolls with faces, you know, and I made one right here and I hung her on the wall. It's a spirit doll. Isn't she pretty? Yeah. So yeah, I enjoy making arts and crafts, you know, and to like even think of somebody messing with that. I don't know why I have so much of these like puffy balls. I never use these. These will be the first thing that I will donate to the library. I do not need these. I have never used these. Okay, I think I used them like a couple of times when I made my friend I made her a shopping bag, right? And I stitched a little bunny rabbit on it, and then I used one of those for the cottontail. I actually got these at the Dollar Tree a while ago, and I'm going to tell you, and I usually, maybe it's because I suck at painting, drawing, or whatever, but these just did not work out for me. I want to blame it on the crayon. I will blame it on the paint. I will blame it on anything but just accepting the fact that I suck at this. But yeah, I tried these. You get 12 in a pack. These oil pastels. It might work out for you. Maybe I'm doing something wrong because I'm not, or maybe it could just be the fact that they're $1 and you get what you pay for. You know, I don't know. But, you know, if you see these and you want to give them a try, I'd love to know if they work out for you. They did not for me. I was actually painting on like canvas or whatever, and it just didn't work. Now, I have yet to use these, but I plan on getting to. This has not been opened yet. It's puff paint. Okay, it's fabric paint. All right, and I just modified some skirts in my closet. I got this teal color skirt, and it has a stain on it, right? And I don't want to throw the skirt away. I kept thinking if I could just like maybe draw like a flower or bird or something, because this is like a squirt type paint, you know. And I could like, you know, make a couple flowers on the skirt or something. I'm just trying to figure out, you know, what I'm going to do with all of it. Now on the back of it, it shows where you could like, you know, do things with your shoes and stuff like that, and it's cool. Oh, I think I showed these before, but these are the the rub-on transfers. I actually transferred this on one of my little containers. So actually, I did it on one of my weed containers, to be honest with you. Here it is right here. It actually turned out pretty good. Look. Cool, huh? All right, now, I wanted it to look pretty. And every time I go to the dollar store, I wanted to, if I see pretty gems, you know, I'll just go crazy and get some. So I got these right here. And I actually used some of these for a flower pot that I had outside. My son cleaned up the patio. I'm so very grateful for that. Now, all I need to do is get a couple of flowers, and I can go ahead and have some flowers out there. And then I'm going to, you know, move things around a little bit so I can have a space out there for now, which is good. I actually used these for a flower pot a while ago, and these came out really good, you know. The only thing is that, you know, they didn't hold up very well after it rained. Okay, so if you use stuff like this on like your outdoor stuff, you probably don't want to. You probably want to put it like under an awning or something, so where it doesn't get destroyed or something, or get too weather beaten. because it might not hold up. But yeah, I'm having so much fun looking through my little favorite things. I'm sure there are certain things that you might have in your house that, you know, you don't really pay attention to, and then when you finally discover it, it kind of makes you happy again. Yeah, I guess I'm getting desperate. I need to lift my mood a little bit. But one more thing I wanted to show you. I thought these were cute. I mentioned these a couple days ago about these little aliens. They are rather small. But I got these from Temu, and I was hoping they were actually a little bit bigger, but they're actually kind of small. Let me show you. They glow in the dark, okay? I don't know. They're probably about maybe 1.5 inches each. You know what I mean? And let me see if they can get them to glow really quick. Well, not really. Well, let's see. Turn on. I always keep my nightlight on. Oh, looky! Yeah. It looks like some of their eyeballs, you could see them a little bit. It's kind of a trip. So, you know, what I'll probably do is I'll probably put these around my bedroom a little bit. Start, you know, on one wall and then put some on another shelf or whatever. Kind of give me something to look at and do, you know. I need something to stimulate my mind before I go to bed. Anyway, I'm going to wrap up this video. Thanks for watching. Bye.